Hello, this is a video about the Holy Grail, the Chalice, and I have talked about this subject before. There's a video about this. I'll just add a few things that came to my attention. Special thanks to Good Thing This Is Real for mentioning a few things. So as I said before, Chalice comes from Calyx, which comes from Calyx, which is chalk, limestone. So, yeah, you know, the Holy Grail is chalk, limestone, as I said many times. There's a similar word called Calyx. You can see Calyx. And so I'll talk a bit about Calyx, and we will see how this once again ties together with a chalice. It ties together with things in the plant kingdom, in neurology, when it comes to neurons, and there is a specific kind of nerve cell that ties together like slime around other nerve cells. And I've been talking about the slime smear, and Christos, meaning to smear, anoint the holy oil. And so Calyx, the nerve cell calyx, is also a kind of smeared around, like it becomes merged, you merge together. It's such a strong nerve cell that you merge them together. Anyhow, I found this video about Calyx where she mentions like the flower and explains it as some kind of military power almost. It's like really fascinating because and you will see. Okay, let's look a bit on it. Okay,
this huge palace is being guarded by these soldiers. Similarly, in a flower, the calyx provides protection to the different parts of the flower, and most importantly, it provides protection to a young flower, which is known as a bud. So now that we know about the protective function of the calyx, let us now see what is a calyx made up of. Well, calyx is made up of a collection of leaf-like structures like these. Individually, one leaf-like structure is known as a sepal. So just like one sepal is equivalent to one soldier, calyx, which is an arrangement or a collection of sepals, is equivalent to an army of soldiers. Now, the soldiers can form different orientations around the king and the queen. They can either form a ring structure, staying close to each other, holding hand in hand, or they can remain at a distance from each other like this. So similarly, in flowers, sepals can either remain close to each other or they can be at a distance from each other. Now look at this flower. This flower is known as datura. Notice the sepals. See, the sepals are all fused together. So such a flower is known as Gamocephalus. Gamo means united, and cephalus comes from the word sepals. Now look at this flower. This flower is known as petunia. Notice the sepals.
So what I want to say is that it's really interesting because she starts talking about military power and king and queen, of course, but the Calyx is in relation to, the Holy Grail, the Chalice, and I mentioned before that this Holy Grail is in relation to some kind of fertilization. I mentioned that many times, and so this is what the flower represents. The flower is not there, so you should think that it's beautiful, but the flower is there as a reproduction um, organ, right? And and this is also indicative of metamorphosis, right? Because metamorphosis is when something is kind of reborn, and so I just want to point that out. Something that is if I could summarize this quick, Calyx is the thing that protects the fruit of the of the flower. You have a fruit, and the fruit needs to be protected from the surrounding, and so it kind of is similar to a womb. You have a womb, and or the woman in itself. I don't know how to say, but I think you know what I mean. Okay. And what's interesting here is that what kind of, again, Calyx, as I said, Calyx is calx, limestone, and so this video is named Calyx. She talks about king and queen. She talks about an army, military power. She talks about the flower, and the protection of the flower. And so what I ask you now, this is a bit unrelated. What kind of spirit animal am I talking about at the moment? Yes. Besides from this, currently I am talking about the elephant, And if we click here on this Delta step and look at their home page, you will see this elephant up here, right? And that's because there is like a supernatural element here with superpowers and so on. So the elephant is suddenly there in the background saying hello to us. And so now we have seen it. Hello, little elephant. Now we know about you. You are there as usual. And I want to say something more, right? So the calyx of Held is this nerve cell that seems to envelop. It doesn't only connect. You could see the the lime, and it's a kind of slime. The word lime comes from slime also. Slime, yeah. Slime is an old word. Slime. And limb, it's something is sticky, and calyx is, you can see here that this giant synapse, it's a strong nerve cell that is connecting. It's giant, you see, and this connects with this slime, which becomes the calyx, or like a, what we call it, chalice, right? And yeah, it reminds me of what I already talked about, this thing, right? So yeah, so this is the bird lime. You have the lime, the bird lime, the bird line for capturing birds, and so yeah, I just wanted to show that there is this calyx nerve cell that is a giant synapse, you know, when as if a nerve cell can grow to become a giant, and it becomes like slime around the others. Like, you see to the left, you see like it's kind of enveloping the other cell, and sliming around it, you see, and taking over, you see. It's funny to me, but and yeah, um, so elephant, right? It's good stuff. Elephant. So yeah, it's what I wanted to show. And where did that other image go? Anyhow, it's what I wanted to show, and it's pretty amazing that they have this elephant here at the main page for this. So if I go back, you see,
This huge palace
I'll show you
is
again.
being guarded.
So Calyx, it's about it, you know. You click here and you get the elephant, you know. Why not, right? Why not? Why not? Okay, this is the thing with spirit animals, and why I try to give them a limited attention, because they will take over. And yeah, okay, so that's all. See you another time. Bye.